this game, Thunder Kid 2 Null Mission, is a title I first saw on one of the East Asia Soft showcases, and I fell in love with the art style. It's like this 8-bit pseudo 3D graphics as you move, towards the screen, almost like Space Harrier. And I was like, oh, this looks really good. And they did provide a review code, so full disclaimer. This come out June 15th, by the way, of this year. East Asia Soft again, the publisher. And I started this, and the first thing I did was die. I was like, whoa, hold on a minute, because you play Thunder Kid, and your objective is to go, start to finish, and there's all these enemies trying to shoot you, and I get a little bit further into the stage, and there's a checkpoint. I'm like, oh, good, thank God there's a checkpoint for this, and I go a little further, and I hit something, and boom, end of stage. I'm like, oh, that wasn't so bad. You have infinite lives, so I was like, okay. So I progressed through a couple stages, and then I had a boss, and the boss has like ridiculous amount of HP, but it's pattern based. Start figuring out the pattern, beat it, cool, move on to the next. And I think there's 7 worlds in total, each with 4 levels, 3 traversal levels, and then a boss. Each level also has a coin that it's a hidden coin, and it shows up on the list, but I don't know what it does. I don't know if it's just like a hidden thing just to get it, like a collectible for collectible sake. But I did have a lot of fun with it. I did not beat it because of the challenge, and there's some things that I think this game will be a lot better if they tweaked. One is there's no like invincibility time. So usually when you play a game, you get hit, you have a couple frames at least of invincibility. In this game, you don't. So there are times where you have 4 hits per level, and I went like there are times where I just got bombarded and I died without even being able to move because there was no way to react. Or like fighting a boss where you're trying to jump and you wind up hitting part of the boss while jumping, and then you land on a bullet from the boss because it's like a bullet hell, and then you wind up getting 50% pretty much of your life instantly gone. So I think they should have an option to turn it on and off. I mean, I think it should be on. I think most gamers like it on, but you know what? Maybe you want to up the challenge, and that's probably my biggest complaint about the game. The levels are not terribly long, and it's a good thing they're not terribly long because if they were, I don't think I would have gotten as far. Because like again, it's just because of that, because you have no invincibility timer, and the bosses are very varied. Every boss is very different, very creative. The story is kind of nonsensical. I didn't play Thunder Kid 1, so I don't know if that's required to understand the story, but the bosses have dialogue and they're talking to you, and I'm just like, I'm completely lost. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about, but sure. Something about the null, something null. Okay, whatever. I I think at the end of the day, if this sounds exciting to you, if you look at the trailer and say, "Oh, this reminds me of what could have been like on the NES or the SNES, or the Genesis," and I like that level of difficulty, I think the price is right. I think you get enough content for $8 to enjoy the game. Uh, I would 100% recommend it if they put in that invincibility timer. But I did have a lot of fun with it, and I am very thankful for the code. And that's if this sounds interesting to you, then definitely give it a shot.